For context, I recently changed the skin on my greatsword on my warrior, back to my legendary greatsword Twilight. Now I reskinned my entire warrior to fit the greatsword, and I think it worked out pretty well. However, I didn't have a suitable axe skin. Considering that I use double axes in a PvE almost exclusively, I needed to have a good one. So what did I do? I consulted my good friend Amy, who happens to be a skin hoe, self-described term, self-created term. Now, we looked in the wardrobe, looking at nice axe skins, thinking, would this one suit me or not? And then we found it. The most beautiful axe skin that perfectly fit. Okay, this Inquis one also fits, but we found this one that you're about to see, Mistcleaver. We found this and we immediately jumped on it and said, that's the one. How do we get this skin? Looked it up on the trading post, couldn't find any information. So we did the next best thing. We looked it up on the wiki. And what we found surprised us. The acquisition method was a little bit hard. It was an ascended weapon, but we could do it. We had the materials, and most of all, we had the willpower. So off we went, right, searching for the merchant in Malcor's Leap, which is where the wiki said that he would be. Now the wiki was pointing at on top of the arch that you just saw on the minimap. Now there are two arches in the zone, so we weren't quite sure which one. But eventually we figured it out, and we took a good look at the wiki again. You know, this was very late at night, so we were kind of tired, and this was with sleepy eyes, and we ended up going on top of the actual arch. Now to get there, we had to go through a bunch of enemies, which we mostly skipped. Me on the Griffin and my friend on the Skyscale. We got through all these mobs, right? We made our way to the very top of Malcor's Leap, where he took the proverbial leap, and we finally ended up on top of the arch, searching for the merchant. What did we find? Nothing. Absolutely no one. The greatest expanse, the void, nobody. So we did what every single Guild Wars 2 player would do. We looked around at the bottom of the arch, right? We went around, we said, okay, well look, the wiki said it was on top. Maybe it's on the bottom. Let's look at the, oh fuck. Anyway, we ended up looking around, right? Searched everywhere we could, but we couldn't find this merchant. And we really couldn't find out why, until we took another closer look at the wiki map once again. More specifically, at the notes in there. So according to the wiki, this guy was supposed to be in Diesa Plateau. So off we went, right? We went to Diesa Plateau. We were like, okay, no worries. We'll still be able to do it, even though it's super late. And we saw no one. There was no one, right? Because it turns out that actually this guy rotates, right? Every 3 or so hours. Every hour he'll change location, and every 3 hours the recipe he offers will change. So thankfully, the wiki is very vast and very expansive and has a list of all the recipes. So we took a look at the recipe list and we were like, okay, the next time he's going to offer the axe, what is a realistic time that we can both get on? Tomorrow at 11 p.m. Or sorry, a.m. Perfect. Wonderful. Let's go. Set the alarm, wake up in the morning, on to Guild Wars 2 we get, and who do we find waiting for us there? You know, get in Cavalon Forest, hop around a little bit, you know? And who do we find waiting for us there? Except Zeghai of the Lost. There he is, this guy who we were looking for last night. Give him a little wave. Come on. Come on. There we go. So we buy the recipe, you know, all swell. We finally got it. We finally found the guy, finally bought the recipe. Spent the 13 silver, oh my goodness, that it would cost us to get it. You know, luckily I'm a weaponsmith, so I can look right at the recipe on this character. I look it up, and we go, oh. Oh, that's actually quite a bit of stuff. That's quite a lot of resources. Now, thankfully, I do have the resources to craft it instantly, so I did. But the two of us did do a little bit of a double take at the beginning, going, wow, I didn't realize this was an ascended skin. Yikes. But in the end, in true Guild Wars 2 fashion, we saw these axes on him at the time, and we went, you know what? Is it worth it? Oh, it's worth it. 100%.